Hi everybody, welcome to VonCloedt Yoga. I'm your host Gretchen. I'm taking the most popular beginner level yoga poses and I am breaking them down step by step so you feel more comfortable in your practice and maybe you feel a little more confident to maybe try a class in a yoga studio. This is what we're here for. We're here to learn and grow. And I'm going to show you some modifications to these postures that might be better for your body, better suited for larger bodies. And yoga is for everybody, so we want to make sure that we can make yoga for ourselves. So in this video, we are going to talk about down dog. Now, when I first started yoga, I was really nervous about down dog. And to tell you the truth, my arms, although I was a baker and I had pretty strong arms, I had a hard time holding that pose for a long period of time. And I'm here to tell you that's normal. It's okay if you can't hold down dog for 10 breaths. It's okay if you can't hang out in down dog, which is technically a resting pose. That's totally okay. It's a resting pose for some it's not. But what I can tell you is with regular practice and keep trying, you will slowly develop the strength you need to perform down dog in much more efficient, much longer times, and you will grow in your practice. So don't give up, keep trying. So I'm going to show you some different types of things that you can do to make down dog serve you better. I'm also going to show you different versions of down dog that might be easier for a very beginner who's never done it before. So I just want you to know that we are here for you, my friend. So if you are practicing at home and getting on your hands and knees is difficult for you, grab yourself a blanket. Now, these are just Mexican yoga blankets. You can get them on Amazon. You can buy them very readily available, but any throw blanket is going to do for you. You can even use one of those like squishy garden kneeling mats. Those work wonderful. So whatever works for you, if you need a little extra cushion for your knees, give yourself some extra cushion. You are worth it. So I'm going to use this blanket today just so that I can show you how to bring this to your knees, just in case you might need to know. We're going to come to hands and knees. So there's a few ways that we can do down dog, and I'll show you multiple ways. But I bring my blanket to probably like the back half of my mat, wherever my knees are going to end up being. And then I'm going to crawl onto the blanket. Ooh, nice and cushy. So the goal here is to bring these knees sort of kind of underneath your hips. And then we're going to bring our wrists sort of kind of underneath those shoulders. And if you've got some crabby wrists, you can walk them a little bit ahead. That's totally okay. So from here, we're going to look down in between our fingers. Our fingertips are going to point towards that short edge of our mat. We're going to pull those shoulders away from your ears and make that back feel nice and flat. From here, we're going to tuck those toes underneath of us. So we're just kind of lifting those toes and bring them underneath so that they're nice and ready to go. And down dog is all about the grip in the mat. So we're going to spread those fingers nice and wide like starfish. And we're going to press those fingertips into the mat. So we're gripping the mat with our fingers and we've got our toes tucked underneath, ready to grip. This is the start of the down dog. From here, we're going to press into the hands and we're going to press into the feet as we start to straighten those legs and lift those hips up towards the ceiling. This is your down dog. Now, this might not be easy for people. It wasn't really easy for me when I first started. So let's try that again, but let's make some modifications, shall we? Try moving those hands a little bit further apart, keeping those fingers nice and wide. Now, press into your hands and press into your feet. Lift those hips. That might feel a little bit better. And from here, it might feel good to step those feet a little bit wider. So we've got our hands and feet as wide as the mat. We want to press those hips up and back and let that chest come down towards the floor. Let that head dangle. Shake your head no. Shake your head yes. Slowly lower those knees down. Great job. And you're like, Gretchen, that's all great. I can only hold it for like 2 breaths. Totally fine. Hold it for 2 breaths. Next time, you'll be able to do it for 3. So that's totally fine. But let's say that's too hard for you. How can I get the benefits of down dog without elevating? That might be hard for you right now. Let me give you some beginner low-level versions, okay? So we've got our hands and knees. So maybe from here we extend those left toes out. Let those toes come down to the mat. We're going to press that heel back, just like you're pressing against a wall. Have that leg nice and straight. Press into your fingers as you press that foot back. You can do this for a couple of breaths. Bend into that knee. Extend the other toes out. Press that heel back. This is going to give you that lower leg back stretch that you might be craving without actually having to do the down dog if you're not quite ready for that. Another thing we can do from here is let those hips stay nice and high and walk those hands forward. Finding those hips nice and high, not quite puppy pose, which we'll talk about on a later class, but let that heart kind of lower down and press those hands. That's going to give you the stretch and strength in those arms. So if we practice with this, and then we come up and we practice with pressing those toes into the mat, pressing that heel back, and kind of go back and forth with this a few times, and then extending those arms and pressing those hips up and back, letting that heart lower. That's going to start to build up the strength so that you can come into full down dog. So just let those hips come back. So you're basically doing that down dog, but you're on your knees instead of standing. But we still want to stretch those legs. So we have to have those toes and press back a few times. Not too bad. That was down dog. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope you found some modifications that might be a little easier for your body and something that you can start with to grow. Don't give up. Keep going. I'm so proud of you. You got this. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to my channel. And I have over 30 free videos available right here at Von Cupcake Yoga. I encourage you to check out a yoga studio local to your area. And take care of each other. See you next time. Bye-bye.